That's this job we've been called out to. Was a report of a gas leak. The gas transport has been out and capped it off and located the leak to be the blank on the back of the cooker. I've never known one of these split before, but we'll swap it out for one of these and a bit of PTFE around the threads. Obviously we've got a fibre washer in there anyway, and we'll have to reconnect it up and retest. So I just put a few wraps of PTFE around there. One under them, I'm going to try and tighten this on here, which ain't going to happen. Solid as rock now, that. Take his blank out after turning off the gas. And wind the bayonet fitting back in. Obviously I've re-PTFE'd this up. Tighten it back into the wall plate. Don't forget to plug it back in. Before we go any further, obviously we need to do our let by test. Testing that the ECB isn't passing. 20 millibar stabilisation for a minute, and then 20 millibar 2-minute test for tightness. Check there's no leaks. Now I'll recommission the cooker. And on to the next one. Don't forget the chain. So this one we got called out to was a burst under a kitchen sink, which it is actually this speed fit elbow what was leaking. She sent me a video of it. But obviously they've had the water turned off and now I've turned it back on. It's not leaking anymore, but I'm still going to replace it anyway. It's like it's on a blending valve to an outside tap. Try and give us some movement on the pipes, even though everything's a bit... The dog's dinner under here. Remove it from the blending valve first. Now this is the problem with press, trying to get the gun in. Obviously we've got a bit of movement on this pipe here, so I can just about get it on, but sometimes it can be a right pain. Right, so first job, we've got a boil service, 6:30 to do. With a leaking filling loop, well, the double check valve side of it's failed. It's spraying out, so I just changed that side because I don't know where the stop tap is. Elderly customer. Bit drain down from here, like so. Stuck on. Where'd that come from? Reuse the old one. Oh no, bit of paste on it. Right, bit of service now, and we've got the reports to a leaking radiator. Always trace it backwards though. Get that cap taken off. You can buy separate ones, but I haven't got any, so I'm just going to take it off, PTFE the threads, and wind it back in. I've shut off both valves, just in case. Oh, man. Obviously, because I'm servicing this as well, whilst got it emptied, might as well recharge the vessel. Put in the comments down below now whether you think this is going to pass afterwards, although I have silicone greased it up inside the trader valve. Let's see. She isn't. That's a first on one of these. Normally them valves pass. You have to replace the core every time. Must mean we're on to a winner for the day. And parking wars. I'm behind that door. I win that. Man, it needs a haircut. Going grey. Well, I've been going grey for the last few years, but I'm looking exceptionally grey. I've been called out to this. It's a system boiler. Obviously a hot water motorised valve to the cylinder and motorised valve to the central heating the radiators. And what it says happening is the heating's coming on at random times. Thinking it's the thermostat that's faulty. I've traced that back to being the hot water valve controlling the coil in there, which is obviously shut, this being the heating one. Whereas to me, look where that off position is, and look where that off position is. So without even getting any tools out yet, I'm going to say this valve isn't closing properly. So I'll just turn the hot water on now downstairs, hot water only, just see what happens to this bottom pipe. If it starts getting warm, that's passing, and that's the actual issue. Water on its own. Torch on, and obviously that's motorised over. You can't even see. Obviously that's motorised over, so that's open. This should start getting warm now. I'll just get my clamps on, just so you can see what's going on. So as you can see here, they're not far apart. Got one on the flow to the cylinder coil and one on the flow to the radiators. I can already feel that that's getting red hot, so that valve is passing. And that is the problem. Try and take this off. So these valves you can actually lock open by sliding it across and pushing it in. And to release them, you open it all the way back up, pull it up with your finger. It should shut fully like that, which that seems to be working. So just see. You should be able to move these freely with your finger. Bingo. You can kind of. I think we'll grease that up, which you've seen me do before.
You can hear it actually working against the pump off the boiler. Grease that up, refit that, see what happens, and possibly order a new one. That's that job sorted. I've just freed that off with a bit of WD-40 or maintenance spray, Pitbull maintenance spray. Same thing, only smells better. Perfect. Now that, get the head on. This little button on the side. Turn it back on, see what happens. Hot water only back on. Yes. Perfect. Now that might only be a temporary fix. It obviously has fixed it, but hopefully it'll last for the customer. Always try and, I suppose it saves the customer money, but it's more my time that I want to save. I'm here to service the boiler. This was an issue as well that they'd said about. Sorted with literally a bit of lubricant. Get the boiler serviced, and I'm on to the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click like, comment down below, and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000. We might actually be at 1,000 by the time this video goes out. And if we are, we've got the Tapex kit to give away to one lucky subscriber. Bye bye now.